The Earth System, a video series for educational institutions for free use presented by the German Geological Society, the DGGV. Hello everyone. I welcome the viewers of another episode of my video series on the Earth System. The next few videos will be about different types of plate boundaries, so I want to look at the places where lithospheric plates touch each other. And there are quite different ways in which these contacts occur. They can collide, move away from each other, or simply slide past each other. According to this, we can subdivide the three fundamental types of plate boundaries. When two plates move away from each other, it is called a diverging or constructive plate boundary. This is the case, for example, at mid-oceanic ridges, where there is a spreading zone and where new oceanic crust is created, or, so to speak, constructed, hence the constructive plate boundary. When two plates move towards each other, it is called a converging or destructive plate boundary. One plate is subducted beneath the other, and a subduction zone is created in which oceanic lithosphere dives into the mantle. It is dissolved and destroyed, hence the term destructive plate boundary. And finally, number 3. When two plates slide past each other, a transform fault or conservative plate boundary is created. This is a somewhat special feature which I will explain in every detail in a later video. At such a boundary, we would not expect newly formed oceanic crust nor the subduction of lithosphere. Therefore, we call it conservative. It's a preserving plate boundary. In the following, I'm going to present the different types of plate boundaries and their specialties in a series of short chapters. So there are always several videos concerning one type of plate boundary. As with all videos, I would like to point out that you have the opportunity of giving me feedback, or if you have any questions or comments. You will find my email address on the first page of this video or on the website. Let's look at the three different types of plate boundaries in a bit more detail. Here we see diverging plate boundaries. You can also say divergent plate boundaries, both of which are correct. And as already mentioned, we speak of a constructive plate boundary because new crustal material is created here in this fissure where the two plates diverge. Diverging plate boundaries initially form as a rift when continental lithosphere breaks apart. As thinnospheric material then rises beneath this rift, and when the rupture is complete and the two new plates continue to move away from each other, the new oceanic crust is created here. This is then a spreading center, and a new ocean can subsequently spread out there, as happened, for example, with the Atlantic at the beginning of the Jurassic period. At first, there was only a rift between Europe and America, then a graben structure, which then was transformed into a spreading zone. And today, after over 150 million years, we can see an ocean of several thousand kilometers width. Looking at converging or convergent plate boundaries, we can also subdivide two stages of development. Converging plates move towards each other, which means they must collide with each other. And we observe two ways to react to the collision, which depends on the type of crust which is colliding. Is it oceanic or continental? First, there is the subduction zone, which always occurs when at least two of the plate consists of oceanic list. Looking at converging or convergent plate boundaries, we can also subdivide two stages of development. Converging plates move towards each other, which means they must collide with each other. And we observe two ways to react to the collision, which depends on the type of crust which is colliding. Is it oceanic or continental? First, there is the subduction zone, which always occurs when at least one of the two plates consists of oceanic lithosphere. The oceanic lithosphere is being subducted into the Earth's mantle and is pulled down into the deepest parts of the Earth's mantle. However, it often happens that an ocean is completely subducted and then two continental plates collide. That means both colliding plates consist of a continental crust. But continental crust cannot be subducted. It is simply too light for that. That's why in such cases a continent-continent collision occurs, which creates mountains. The third type is the conservative plate boundary, where nothing new is constructed, nor is anything returned into the Earth's mantle or colliding with each other. Here, the plates simply slide past each other. However, this type of plate boundary is a very special type because once the principle of movement at transform faults was understood in the 1960s, this knowledge finally helped to achieve a breakthrough with the plate tectonic theory. Like the other two types of plate boundaries, I will explain in detail in separate videos what is so special about this plate boundary and why it is so important for the plate tectonics. In the next video, I'll start with the formation of a diverging plate. It is the rift which develops into a spreading zone over time. The global distribution of plate boundaries can be seen in this figure. The long lines are of course dominated by the diverging and converging plate boundaries, but the transform faults act as a geometric compensation in many places. Without the transform faults, such a plate pattern with all the bends and curves would not be possible. Okay, this should be enough as an overview of the plate boundaries, and the following videos I will go into more detail about the individual plate boundaries. This time, thank you for listening, and I'll be happy if you stick around. I recommend continuing with the video from rifting to spreading.